Hey, my team of hood hustlers. This is the Ragman again. Revelopers. WeBuyRaggadyHouses.com. How's everybody doing? So, you know, one of the main asset classes I'm now looking at is commercial real estate. So I've been in residential real estate going on now 22 years. And now I've set my sights on commercial real estate. I would say I set my sights on it about 12 years too late, but you know, you live and you learn. So on my way, headed out with a family. This is 70 right now, and we're at this rest stop. No facilities at this rest stop. It's just a rest stop. Stretch your leg. Walking Blanco. Yeah, he's licking himself. Yeah. Anyway, so let's discuss what's going on right now in real estate. Goldman Sachs. By the way, I am an alumni of the Goldman Sachs 10,000. It's a great program. Look it up, Google it, join it. If you have a business, I highly advise it. But unfortunately, Goldman Sachs in Portland, Oregon just defaulted on a $755 million 5-year-old office building. Now, so I started researching because I'm like, hey, that's a trophy asset. But it seems that Portland, Oregon has some major problems. There's another article I was watching about a property owner. The guy owned like 70 properties or something like that. And he's down, he just sold his last building in Portland, Oregon. And it's an absolute disaster because of the homelessness crisis. People setting up their tents, and it's been a major problem for this guy. So he had to get rid of his properties. He even cried in the interview. And so look, here's the problem now with commercial real estate. The interest rates, a lot of people got the floating interest rates, a lot of investors, and they, went from paying 2% mortgages to now 8%. So what are they to do? I mean, the mortgage is quadrupled on you, and your tenant is sitting vacant because, let's be real, who wants to go back to the office? Why would you go back to a stuffy office when you can work outside with your laptop and enjoy this? You could go to work while your family is on vacation. You could ride your bike like this guy, while you're working, on the phone, closing the deal. This is the reality now. So no longer are people, pigeonholed to some stuffy desk. And unfortunately for people who own apartment buildings, they're going to be in some trouble. And the other problem is, everybody said, well, maybe they can convert it to residential. Well, okay, but if you live in Portland, Oregon, or San Francisco, and New Jersey, better watch out, especially Newark, where there's a lot of people hooked on drugs now with this fentanyl crisis. You may start having a lot of homeless encampments in front of your building. So who the hell wants to go and live over there? You got to clean that up first. And it doesn't seem like it's that easy to do. And there's not the political will to do it. So I think offices are going to suffer for a long time. Also, let's say you want to convert office to residential. That is an expensive proposition, my man. Because you got to think of the plumbing. When the plumbing was built for office, it was not enough plumbing put in to handle, you know, residential tenants. You may have a 200 square foot, 200,000 square foot office space, which could fit 200 tenants if divided up. The problem is the plumbing, the electrical, all that stuff got to be gutted and redone. Do you know how expensive that's going to be? It's not impossible, but it is expensive. And then you got to hope that the rest of the area supports people living there. So it can't just be your building that converts, has to be other buildings. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying all these factors have to be included. So it looks like office is going to be a pain for a while. Now we get to apartment buildings, my favorite, because I deal with residential tenants. These guys also fell victim to floating interest rates. And now they got to refinance because those are 5-year loans, some of them 3-year loans.